Let's get ready to rumble, people. What's going on? This is Alex. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing solidly. What's going on? Dubious Depths over on YouTube. We got Vector Satyr in the house. Welcoming Wackadude. Dude. What we also have is Stanley having scooped up the song request, I'm pretty sure, and has already sent it over. My man, I know what the song request is. Eblo says, you can't believe that Alex marched into Paramount offices and convinced them to finally start advertising. Hey, sometimes the Alex Yard bump is just the thing you need to kick things into gear. And hey, what's going on, Prism? Remind me to tell you something, Prism, when I get on camera. I got something I wanted to mention specifically for you, Prism. But it's time to start the show, baby. And that's why I'm gonna click on my Nintendo Switch, because that's the console that I play Freedom Planet on. And it has good pixel graphics on Switch, among other machines, I guess you could say. So, say goodbye to Corkill Zone. Say hello to me. Hey, everybody. What's going on? This is your boy, Alex. We got Stanley, Vector Satyr, Wackadude and Knuckles. But yeah, hello, Wackadude. Wackadude is saying that the Sonic 3 trailer is coming out tomorrow. Eblo got in touch with some data that said it's coming at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow. Alright, cool. I'll try to remember just saying Wacko. Wacko. Hello, Wacko. Stanley sent another message. That's probably the accompanying gameplay. Prism would love to see an Alex Yard Ring Racer zone. You mean a track and ring racers that's like Alex Yard themed? Nice. Stanley sent over his gameplay. Alright, so I think it was this one. Yeah, so I actually have not looked at any of the promotional stuff yet for Sonic Movie 3. All I've heard is that there's, a teaser that involves, let's say a certain cast member. I won't give it away just in case no one's been keeping up with the press cycle, but maybe you've all seen it. Alright, I need file 5. That's the one. Tip of the tea kettle from JJ. Hello, my man. There's the battleships. That's where we gone. Now, I still have it on adventure mode for nostalgia, but I will be skipping a lot of these cutscenes. But I like the option to, look at 30 seconds of a cutscene before starting. 5 cutscenes. And then this one you can't skip. Alright, Barry says the game audio sounds strange. Yeah, let me just refresh the Switch and make sure the volume is high enough. There we go.
We should go on his space
adventures. No, that's too loud. I'm sorry. Very sorry. So sorry. That was the soft background stuff. That was that volume. You can't skip this part. I guess it's essential to the plot. It's like those parts in Sonic Frontiers that you can't skip. Alright, Eblo says, the only new thing is a strong wink at the casting choice that's been rumored for months. Alright, so is there not much to sink our teeth into? whatever it is, we're going to look at it together. Yeah, and also, hello, Barry, and good. Also glad that the audio is all good now. Yeah, now you must be the same Barry that at our Discord server, and it took me a few days. I think it was not until yesterday I was like, oh, Barry from Murder of Sonic. How about that? Alright, Eblo has more details about... I won't read it aloud in case anyone wants to be freshly surprised by those Sonic movie tidbits. So I'll just keep streaming until 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning so we can all live watch it together. Okay, so this is like Titanic Monarch. And you know what? I'm going to actually do a wager just to spice things up a touch. And it's just going to be beat the level with no deaths. Beat the level with no deaths. Alright, and I'm going to leave it open for 2 minutes. So, yeah, just to spice things up, place a moderate bet. Wackadude supports the prospect of a 10-hour Alex Yard live stream. That's almost... Yeah, I almost streamed for that long. When I streamed Sonic Origins on day 1. Yeah, Eblo says, for you, it will be seeing parents' reactions to that scene. I'm holding out hope for Surprise Amy. Now, when I put together the schedule for this week, doesn't this remind you of Studiopolis? Those beams, the way they emanate? Yeah, I'm gonna predict that the surprise thing in the Sonic Movie 3 trailer will be Amy. Look, I know it's a super long shot and it won't happen, but the fact that it's such a long shot gives me more incentive to predict it, because if it turns out to be right, I could win a lot of channel points, bro. Where am I supposed to go? I think down... Oh. Those little spinning fires are health. See how much health I have? Prism is getting Lilac running animation vibes, kind of like Espio. Yeah, that's a good point. Watch, when I go to full speed running, yeah, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a deliberate nod to the way Espio runs in like Knuckles Chaotix and stuff. That's cool. Alright, Eblo has further confirmation on the press cycle. Wackadude is talking about... Uh-oh. Sonic and Shadow Generations. You want to get some Sonic Adventure 1 content in Shadow Generations? Well, that will be very difficult to manage. Uh-oh, I'm taking beating from these electrical poles. Yeah, that would be tough to make it work because Shadow isn't featured all that much in Sonic Adventure 1. Sonic Adventure 1 is really Big's time to shine. So since Big was in Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Prime, who could forget the Sonic Prime Easter egg about... I think it was Big's birthday, right? The day Sonic Adventure came out. That was his passcode or something, some incidental detail. Now, this gasoline is for Mia, right? Mia Kunis and a motorcycle. Barry says South by South Generations, South by Southwest, looks like it's going to be really good. And Barry pre-ordered it. But the question is, did you pre-order it with the 3-day early wealth bonus? Throw Sega Sammy another $10. They'll release the hatch 3 days early. Oh, okay, Wacko dude. Sorry, Wacko is... I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. I think I'm one hit to die. So I need to find some health. Otherwise I might lose the wager. Can I go down the... Aw, I didn't know danger... Alright, I died. Let's pay out the wager. Wow. Uh-oh. 4,000 points bet? Dude. Eblo voted with 1 channel point. And since Eblo was the only one, you're going to get a 2,000 of Stanley's points? And further, Wacko bet 15? Dude, what a way to start off the day for Eblo. I died, folks. There goes the points to Eblo. Wow, big score. Legendary. What's that, a 4,000 times payout? Alright, so guys, I'm just going to start another wager right now. Beat the level with no deaths, 2 minutes. Betting is open, ready, go. Stanley laments the loss of his points. Barry didn't get the 3-day early one. Good. That's if I was gonna I wouldn't do it if it was me. I'm not gonna pre-order it. I'm gonna be a game time choice situation. But yeah, as Barry realized, it's not gonna affect your enjoyment all that much. Oh, and I don't have YouTube chat up. Let me bring that up. Where did it go? Let's see who I've been neglecting over on YouTube. Sorry, team. Alright, good. We're good. Yeah, now, Stanley is saying that, yeah, it's not a big deal to have lost some points. Now, can I walk on the ceiling like that? No, but I can walk up the wall. That's kind of sick. Ghost of Burb shared a great clip of the Burbs, and there was one Burb that was walking on the ceiling. Outdoing Michael Jackson, if you ask me. Oh, there's a big laser. Now, can I... Clearly, I have... Alright, so when it comes down... Wow, I survived, and I'm at 1 hit to die. But I got a lot of health back. Sweet. Yeah, Ghost Burb says, everyone beware. Ghosty has arrived. Yeah, that was some pretty sweet. The Burb was walking on the cage ceiling using that special technique that you learn by feeding your Burb a TM from Pokemon. HM, TM, I forget. But you eat that rare candy, suddenly your Burb is walking on the ceiling. Ghost Burb confirms it was Nori. Let's go to another ship. Yeah, this has it has the kind of non-linearity aspect of Titanic Monarch and a little bit of the color scheme in that there's red. Yeah, and Ghost of Burb, of course, says that it wasn't a TM or HM. She's done that from the beginning. Wow, 8.5 years later. Still doing it. That's great. Gotta stay active at every age. What's going on? Sparky's World's in the house saying, how is this game so gorgeous? Beautiful pixels. It's gorgeous because it draws from its influences very well. What's up, Sparky? Cyclone. Yeah, Ghost of Burb says that ceiling cage walking Burb is elderly for a budgie. Ghost of Burb would do anything for her. Glad to hear it. Keep that ceiling walk in the mix. Hello, Somnol. As Somnol points out, yes indeed, this game was made with love and characters located on DeviantArt. Look, I'd like to have fun with that aspect. You can just imagine doing, an in-depth Charlie Rose, Larry King interview. Maybe Howard Stern. Howard Stern goes, "So how'd you come up with the idea for the character?" And they're like, "Well, we did an efficient search on DeviantArt." Look, I'm just having fun with the topic. Sparky says, "This has been on eShop for years, but for some reason you never picked it up." Yeah, what prompted me to get this was many years ago, listening to Tim Rogers' Insert Credit podcast, and them saying, it wasn't the point of the discussion, but they happened to mention Freedom Planet. And then Brandon Sheffield said, yeah, any Sonic fans out there, you definitely want to check out that there Freedom Planet. And I was like, all right, that's enough of a sales pitch for me. But I wasn't able to get it until much later, because the Switch wasn't even a thing yet when I was listening to that podcast. And this was not on the Wii U. Ow. Look at the spikes. Where do you think they got the idea for those spikes? McDonald's Treasure Land Adventure for Genesis, obviously. Somnol has been intending to play Freedom Planet 2 for a while. I'm not in a rush to play 2. Forgive me if I've already said this, but I really want to master 1 first. And by master, I mean first and foremost beating the game, which I have not done. But also, getting decently good at levels in a kind of speedrun mentality, which this game is definitely great for the speedrun mentality, for sure. Alright, so he's tricky. Ow. Ow. I'm taking a beating, but I haven't died. Oh yeah, I can use that to bounce off the wall, I think. Watch this. Wrong button. You would call this a hack and slash, right? Dude, I got him. That move is very fun to use. It's pretty much a spin dash, but you can go in any directions, and the bar has to recharge, I agree with Ghosterburb that boss theme slaps. Wow, Barry has the heads up that right now Freedom Planet 1 is about £3 on Steam, but it's only until November 4th. So if this presses enough of your Sonic buttons, and I know I have to go down there, you might want to scoop it up. Scoop it up. Yeah, Somnol, that's a good point. The way that you bounce with that mid-air spin dash is, very Rystar. Wow. To the extent where I could feasibly consider the possibility that it was a deliberate influence, so to speak. There's the motorcycle, sweetheart. Sparky says the day that Pizza Tower lands on the eShop is the day the servers crash. Wait, so to this very day, Pizza Tower is not on Switch? But is it at least on PlayStation 5 Blu-ray Special Edition? Yeah, and I was listening to my main man Spawnwave talking about how does it seem like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is going to come out in the fall of 2025. That sounds safe enough. And then me adding that I would think they would announce it for Switch Up prior to the Switch Up's release, and then maybe it would be one of a few launch titles when the Switch Up debuts at Best Buy and KB Toys, which is now defunct. Hey, what's going on, Gabriel? Interesting. Gabriel says that the developer of Pizza Tower actually refuses to put it on Switch because of some petty garbage. You know, maybe it was just out of frustration that Metroid Prime 4 was languishing in uncertainty for so long. But now that that's all squared away, kind of, I expect to see that delightfully horrifying art style on the Miyamoto machine very soon. Yeah. Doesn't these things remind you of Tidal Tempest? Because Tidal Tempest definitely invented these things. They don't even have a name, you just know what they are when you see them. Falls down. So yeah, guys, this Wednesday, we're continuing the Emerald Time Challenge, but Emeralds with a twist, Time Stones. So, Wednesday stream, the competition, me and JJ, is going to be Sonic CD, first to get all Time Stone. As soon as you get the 7th last Time Stone, you win. So the question, I was playing a little bit last night just to kind of ease into this week, and I was thinking, I was going to ask JJ and also everyone else who's watching, is this a fire shield that will protect me from fire? I was thinking about whether that emerald, JJ can correct me, Time Stones. I was wondering whether we should include the generators. You know, like, it's a race to 7 emeralds. Alright, this guy is tough. Race to 7 emeralds, but, you know, you have to get the generator. Yeah, alright. JJ says, race to the emeralds. You say generators are wasted time. Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning toward. You know, I was playing last night, and it's really fun to... By the way, I died, right? Because this boss... So, yeah, it was just... while I was playing last night, I was just getting the sense that if we try to include the generator factor, I feel like I'm just going to forget to get a generator, and then it's going to screw up the whole thing. So let's make it nice and simple. You can still go to the past, but there's no generator requirement. Aren't I sucking at this boss? He's tough. He throws his cards. That's a difficult indie game boss attack. And nice, bravo JJ on winning a Platinum 2 tourney. With Jay, bravo. Scoop up that honor. Dude, he's so... He just warps around. You have to... Did I hit him or did he... No, I think he hit me. Interesting. Barry finds the Sonic CD special stages really difficult in the original version and the PC version. Yeah, do the hitboxes, they're bigger hitboxes, aren't they? So, Sparky says, big Mega Man fans. Is this boss very Mega Man-y? And yeah, hello to Denizen of Light over on YouTube. And remind me, Sparky, to say something about Mega Man. But, yeah, Denizen has watched my videos, and you've heard, yeah, so Music Theory Office Hours. Also, welcome, Denizen of Light, and thanks for, checking out the videos. Yeah, Music Theory Office Hours is every Sunday at 1 p.m. And yeah, you can just pop in, ask any questions on your mind, and we can talk through, music theory concepts, scales, chords. That's available to patrons even at the lowest tier of $1, and that includes access to my Music Theory 101 course. Ah, okay, so I can interrupt his mid-air dash, it seemed like. Sparky, if you were fighting this boss, what would you do better than I am? I feel like I lack a game plan. Lacks game plan. But yeah, you're welcome, Denizen of Light. Yeah, every Sunday at 1 p.m., and especially if folks are new, I'm definitely willing to do some one-on-one sessions. Just to get to know you a little bit and see where you're at with music stuff. Alright, Sparky never touched this game. See, if I was young, I would just not even think about dodging attacks and just try to... Alright, so maybe that's one thing. When he does his too quick doot-doot, then he's vulnerable for a brief moment. No, but then he throws it immediately. It's very difficult. This is brutal. Does Mega Man do this? Clearly it does, per Sparky. Ah. Alright. Vector explains that he tracks your movement. So the best move is to understand where he's going, to be after attacking a move there. Yeah, I guess so. It's just... He throws his cards, like, instantly. Yeah, and then he dashes away when he's doing that Metroid Dread final boss diagonal cannon. Hello there, Sothis. Funny Easter egg. Okay, yeah, Vector said there's an Easter egg if you sit in the top left corner away from him. Yeah, Sparky said, in Mega Man, you want to watch their rhythm somehow. So I guess that's what I should do here. But yeah, Denizen of Light says you'll be checking it out. And yeah, I thank you for saying that. Really glad you've been enjoying the videos so far. I got an opening hit. Oh wow, so I can actually... I can interrupt his diagonal attack. It seemed like I did before, at least. Not that time. Ow. Alright, and I gotta remember to use my super attack. Now, can I cancel out of it? Especially, the super attack would be useful if I can do it into a wall, because then I'll bump into it and stop using the special, maybe? Yeah, he hits the ground and instantly throws his Vegas... Did I get him? Somehow I did something right. Imagine if I died right after that. Alright, cool. As Vector had said, I can hit him during the air attack, just not the dash. Nice. Yeah, Sparky says it's like those golden space pirates right before Ridley and I love those guys. I don't support their mission, but combat-wise, I respect them a great deal. But I nonetheless love killing them in one shot. I don't fully understand why it's sometimes a one-shot and sometimes not. I don't know if you gotta hit them right in the center of their noggin. Wow, out of the fire, into the frying pan. You know the Hobbit expression, man. This boss I remember a lot more as well. Ow. Do I have... Oh, there's wind. So you get the little warning symbol, letting you know where he's going to swoop in. That's a nice courtesy. Cyclone. I would like the world to know that I... Oh, it's like Smash Brothers trying to get back on. Yeah, Sparky was getting the treasure vibes, as I was too. But yeah, of course, Gabriel, ask away. My streams are one big AMA. Unless I'm really focusing on the third special stage in Triple Trouble 8-bit. No, 5th special stage. The 5th and final Emerald. Just remind me of our stocks are in the red, his world. Ouch. Bumped my head on that boss. Stanley wonders if I'm gonna, Stanley... If I'm gonna watch the Nintendo Direct. You said that's on the 27th? That's tomorrow, right? I may not watch it live, but I'll certainly watch Spawn Wave Summary the next morning. And yeah, Gabriel, yeah, that's totally fine to ask that. I'm not gonna really I've kind of, you know, I said you could ask a question, that's fine. I'm kind of vowing not to suddenly bring up that topic in a stream. You know, all I would say is that I don't see there's any controversy or lingering drama. I just see people continuing to have mixed responses to my reporting. So my reporting is unchanged. I know where I stand. There just seems to be a lot of people lingering around. So, yeah. But I may continue doing Sunday dispatches. And the last thing I could say to anybody is that if you disapprove of that, just don't watch. Don't watch. It's as simple as that. There's no need to ask me to stop. Just don't watch. Vote with your viewership and your attention. Alright, Sparky clarifies that a partner direct is not the same as a real direct. Oh, well, Sam didn't say it was a partner direct. That changes things. That being said, Ghostaburb is hoping for Silksong news. Ghostaburb says, was that the one with the weird spins and jumps through the big spheres? Yeah, sorry I forgot what that was about. If it was the Triple Trouble, it was the one where there was all those breakable circles that you didn't want to break the one to fall into the... It's hard to explain, but you want to make sure that you don't roll into a ball in midair. Alright, I'm gonna be a lot more mindful about this. About not just attacking willy-nilly. Not now is the golden opportunity. Yeah, it kind of sounds like his world a little bit. Oh boy. You do have a bit of time to get out of the way. Yup, the weird timing one. Wacko wonders if you should recommend my videos to a music teacher when I start school. Well, you know, I don't know how much a music teacher would get out of my videos, because if you're a music teacher, you know a lot more about music theory than the depth of stuff that I cover in my videos. And the other thing is that, you know, some music teachers may not be on board with my transcription conventions. I know that's a deal breaker for some people. Oh god. So yeah, I don't know, you know, the best case scenario for that was that, you know, some music teachers do appreciate my videos, and if they can find, you know, individual micro lessons that might be useful to show in class, I mean, sure. Yeah, Sparky says, oh, and hey, what's up, Silver Sobe? Silver Sobe said, any Sonic fan games on the table? If you mean for today's stream, no, but I did put Sonic the Fighter's Blitz on the schedule for Saturday.
How could Zhao do this?
Yeah, so Sparky... Wow. Sparky says you love the fan-dubby vibe of this game's cutscenes.
We would have been ready if he had told us. No
And then
wonder
Sparky
Brennan's got
says
away
they
with
should be
everything.
required
Our leaders are
viewing.
too brain-dead to pay
Maybe you're
attention
talking
to
about the
anything but
Snapcube
themselves.
content. Yeah. I think these
mind.
cutscenes are ridiculous and bad. I can't find any way to justify my enjoyment of it, so let's pay out the wager. And yeah, I'm not
How
gonna
far is the closest city?
drag us through every
Shane 2 is
cutscene,
just a few-
We'll give that panda guy an update.
I hope he believes us.
but we will take a sampling of some. Ah, look at that run cycle. Alright, I'll skip this one.
My friends, how did the negotiations fare?
Prince Dale took the stone.
We need to speak to them.
Silver Sober says right on.
That come close. Now let's try.
You got me, Bright Eye.
We're stuck in a jail cell. Go to another cutscene, also in the same jail cell. This is a lot of
So
cutscenes.
Torque has nothing to do with this.
I see. Since you have displayed integrity in review and you will...
Jade Creek. Ooh, look at these graphics, guys. And look at the blue rocks. Aren't you getting hilltop vibes? Or should I say, Emerald Hill past? Shout out to my Emerald Hill abandoned bit. Continue gameplay. Whoa! It's kind of sick that meteors can just fly down from the sky at any time, and they at least give you the heads up. Look at this. That enemy looks kind of Mega Man-ish. Yeah, Sparky is getting Wicked Saturn vibes from this here artwork. Sparky says, there's so many shmups with a feudal Japan theme on that console. Now, what's that thing over my head? Is that this game's breathing meter? And... yeah, now it's got a skull. You think I know how air works in this game? What the hell's going on? And where's the music? Was that, like, drowning music missing? Whoa, look at that cop car. Hey, isn't that taken from Sonic and Your Fallen Star? Oh. Alright, Vector thinks that the game glitched out. Interesting. Vector says, somehow, perhaps I got poked at the exact moment that I would have KO'd. So maybe my taking damage aspect of the code kind of glitched out the... oh, it's the flag for the character's supposed to die now. Yeah, it's really fun using this to bounce off walls Rystar style. I really don't use it enough. But yeah, I think this game... like, this is the kind of thing where it's like, this is just one of many great ways that the Sonic formula could have evolved and iterated. But instead, what we got was Sonic Superstars doubling down on Sonic 4 as the twilight of gaming. I'm just kidding. But it was... Superstars is disappointing for the prospects of Mania 2. Sparky is getting more so Pulseman vibes. Is Pulseman the name of Mega Man in, like, the Ukraine and stuff? Interesting. Vector explains that as an evolution of Sonic gameplay, Freedom Planet has its pros and cons. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely heard the name Pulseman, but I can't picture what it looks like. Sparky says it's a Mega Drive platformer with an identical dash attack. And it's by Game Freak, of all folks. Well, I hope it doesn't have 3D graphics. I'm just kidding about that, man, but you've seen Game Freak struggle to make the transition to 3D. Wow, look at this Sonic Generations mechanic. Alright, so I can actually, I think, jump out of this thing. Wow, and it attacks enemies. Cyclone. Vector says the way levels flow from one part to the next with no transitions is something 2D Sonic should aspire to. And it also has a stronger emphasis on character identity. Yeah, and that comes with pros and cons. That's, you know, you can kind of understand, at least as a starting point, why Miyamoto would want to keep Mario vague. So that any gamer, regardless of age or background, can project themselves onto Mario's mustache. Vector Sater explains that there's almost no scoring incentive, and that ruins the point of having lives or continues at all. Yeah, I don't even know. Does this game's scoring system, does it pretty much amount to collecting those blue items? Because I would have thought, if anything, that the main way this game structures, you know, your context for playing is the time element. Speedrunning specifically. And the speedrun times and features are presented prominently. So a lack of a scoring real system could at least be explained by, you know, the way that Super Metroid doesn't have a score, but the time that it takes to beat the game is a very direct reflection of all the same kinds of things that are typically quantified in a score system such as Sonic 3's. Yeah, Vector says it pretty much amounts to speedrunning. Yeah, so there's probably only one optimal way to play, I guess. Wackadude went to the store today and found that there was more Mario merch than Sonic. I mean, I'm not super surprised by that. However, I continue to be very delightfully surprised and delighted to see, young kids walk into the place where I work, and they got all sorts of different Sonic t-shirts. It's amazing. Just to see Knuckles and his dreadlocks on a modern Generation Z squared child, it's just the best. Sonic is alive. Interesting. Vector adds that Freedom Planet 2 does address these aspects very well. Well, I'm glad they read into the feedback on GameFAQs discussions. However, it has its drawbacks. Sparky's getting big Shinobi X vibes from these graphics. I died. Gustavert says, when you were a kid, you could have only dreamed about how much Sonic stuff is out there. Yeah. So, obviously, we got the micro teaser for Movie 3. It's funny. I listened to... This is a cool boss. Not easy. I'm getting CD Project wrecked. Whoa. That's dangerous. Sparky says, what if Shinobi X looked nice? I give you Freedom Planet. Well, I only have 3 lives, so I might fail this. Nice. Ghost of Burb still buys Kid Sonic shirts from time to time, and even just go ahead and wear them. Glad to hear it. So... We got these DVD screensavers bouncing around and posing a threat. In the red, this world. This is good combat. This is a lot more fair than that other boss I was playing. No health recharge, huh? I froze to death. And then I got taken away. Sparky says the life system seems quite forgiving. But I don't know if I was getting an extra life each time I fought that other boss, or if I just had a ton of life. And I wonder how I'm supposed to attack that without taking damage. Sparky says this boss seems like a way more engaging version of the Press Garden boss. Yeah, it's a lot more fair. And it's interesting that someone the other day made the point about Sonic Mania that it was not as well designed for the baseline no-hit mentality. And I think that's fair to say. But I would at least say it's mitigated by the cool bonus, so that if you take a hit, it's not like you're in big trouble. Ow. Oh boy. I always get greedy for 2 hits at once. Greed. Alright, I'm gonna stop going for 2 hits. It never pays off. Gotcha. I hit the wrong button. Again. I'm still gonna get it on the next try. Why am I now reversing the jump button? Yeah, now Sparky says, did you hear the devastating Crash 5 news? Yeah, so did they reveal that there was a game that's now canceled? That was gonna be basically Crash 5 after Crash 4, It's About Time, but it was gonna have Spyro overlap? Was it? And hey, what's going on, Polar Wildcat Studios? Alright. If I use the power of friendship, I should be able to beat this boss, no problem. But I'm gonna be so disciplined this time, I'm only gonna go for 1 hit per opportunity. I solemnly swear. See? 1 hit, that's all you need. Wow, can I? Oh no, I thought I attacked that projectile into non-existence. I'd love to be able to get a second hit coming back down. There it is. In the red, this world. Oh. No danger there. Alright, so I can also get hits while kind of jumping past. Like that. Yeah, baby. The Streets of Rage cop car scooped her up. I'm moderately proud of myself. Hey, what's going on, Lore Stream? Welcome to Freedom Planet, where Sonic gets inspired. Wow. Sparky says, Toys for Bob had been hard at work on Crash 5, but Activision shut it down. Yeah, and then the entire company a few months later went indie. Now, that means Crash... Yeah, because Activision owns Crash, that means it's dead, right? You know, I wonder if Activision could take all the work that had been done and you know, just reassign that to Tango Gameworks. Activision being Activision, says Polar Wildcat. Yeah, Sparky says the greatness of Crash 4 will likely never be built on. I mean, you don't think that Activision... Yeah, I was joking about Tango, but wouldn't they just give it to somebody else under their banner? And isn't Activision under Microsoft now? So Microsoft has a couple of in-house game studios. That's an understatement. Sparky says, nah, they're not interested in Crash because the last game only sold a measly 5 million. I mean, is that a bit? 5 million sounds like fantastic sales numbers, question mark? What the hell does a AAA game need to sell to be considered a success? We can't all be Fortnite. Fortnite is free to start. Free to start, pay to feel fulfilled. That's the business model. Oh god. Raise my... Yeah, baby. Yeah, Sparky says, selling 5 million copies of Crash 4 is fantastic. But unfortunately, the developers at Activision are more interested in perpetual, live service moneymakers. Is Conquered one of those games? I heard Spawnwave lamenting Conquered, a game that took forever to make and finally became available, and he said all the characters are forgettable. Freedom Planet doesn't have forgettable characters. I still remember that I'm playing as this character. Yeah, this will be the last level I do, and then we'll hop into Eggman's mech to better understand the frame of mind he was in when he decided to write the code that led to Sage. Sage is only like a digital hologram projection, right? But it is made of computer code. Wackadude's got the Memphis, Tennessee half-lizard shout-out. Props. Interesting. Lorestream says that the sales for Crash 4 were nowhere near the Insane Trilogy. Well, at least the Insane... I bought the Insane Trilogy. I'm due to stream it some more. Would you guys want me to play Crash Bandicoot 2 on stream? Because I've certainly done 1 here and there. But maybe 2 would be worth a whirl. Wackadude points out the Easter egg that Sage is named after Sage. You're saying Sega knows about it. Alright, so you're saying that the character Sage is named after, you know, the Sonic Amateur Games Expo Sage that is poised to debut the extensive playable demo of Assure the Glitch. Sega made Sage by just looking at the name of their company, feeding the letters into one of those word scramblers. You give it a certain amount of letters, and it will give you all potential words spelled with those letters. You know, that was how... Oh, never mind. Abandoned bit. But, Sparky says it's pretty much the same deal as Hi-Fi Rush. Huge game with great sales, but not good enough. But did Hi-Fi Rush even sell that well, or did it just, you know, get lots and lots of downloads? You know, it's the modern subscription service crisis where all these tech companies went all in on the Netflix model. Disney Plus most of all. And look what it led to. The Acolyte was canceled after 1 season. It's not even going to get a TV movie finale. No more Acolyte. Disney Plus just has explosions all over the place. They're bleeding money. Right? And I would say that Disney Plus is a big reason why Sonic Movie 3 is not facing much of a threat. I say this, I hope I don't eat these words. Yeah, I was watching a video by beloved community member Speed Supersonic. He seems to be very worried that Lion King 9 is going to actually divert traffic away from Sonic Movie 3. And look, they are both family movies. That wouldn't have been my first thought. I would say that people are flipping tired of Lion King Forever. Another prequel in the red this world. Hey, what's going on? Third Bruno. I tried facing the final boss of Pac-Man World 2 again last night. I was not successful. Dude, what puts it over the top is all those little smoldering flames on the ground. You can barely see them. Stanley says that they're blaming fans, Alex. Yeah, blaming fans.
I won't give up.
How far is it going to send me? Am I going to be right at the boss or no? It's time to switch over to Sonic Adventure 2 anyway. Yeah, if this is the beginning... Oh no, it is the boss. Alright, alright, I'll try it like one more time. Yeah, alright, Sparky had said of Hi-Fi Rush, it sold spectacularly. The dev said it outperformed every expectation. But still everyone got fired. Now, they did... Someone rescued Tango, didn't they? That was very weird. I'm a little... I don't know if upset is the word. But when you have news reports saying, yep, Tango Gameworks closed, and then to have a few months later say, well, Tango Gameworks has actually continued to operate the entire time, and only now, just recently, did someone step in with the rescue, you know? Third Bruno wonders if I made it to the last phase of the final boss of Pac-Man World 2, and the answer is no. But what I definitely did is put Pac-Man World Repack on my wish list on Steam, which I think the way that works is, if it goes on sale, then a drone will come to my house and knock on my door to let me know as soon as possible. JJ says, the only people looking forward to The Lion King 9 are self-proclaimed Disney adults. Yeah, now Sparky says the last movie they did is literally one of the most successful movies ever made. That's true. What's that? The just straight up Lion King live action with who was in that? Beyonce, maybe? Now, Third Bruno is holding out hope that at tomorrow's Nintendo Direct, they announce Pac-Man World 2 Repack. Yes, with the secret final boss, Spooky's niece. Wow, Sparky says that Lion King live action thing technically holds the prize as the highest grossing, quote-unquote, animated film of all time. I mean, they used real lions. The only CGI was to make their fur more detailed, I believe, right? You know I like saying random grab. Yeah, I still haven't seen live-action Lion King or Aladdin. Aladdin has Will Smith. I think that live-action Aladdin, did I hear that that's maybe technically Will Smith's highest-grossing movie? Technically, you know, it has inflation. A lot of people don't understand inflation, but oh well. I say that because people try to put the Switch console sales totals in context with the PS2 and say that, well, even if the Switch matches the exact amount, of consoles sold, it's not quite a match because there was a smaller customer base in the early 2000s. Due to the population rate increase of everyone having babies, and their babies have 7 more babies, well, there's so many more babies now to buy a Switch that it's like the Switch has a built-in advantage in just having a bigger, obviously not an install base, but like a customer base, a prospective population. I died. Sparky says Snow White is dead on arrival, which is fine by you. Sparky couldn't be paid cash to watch that trash. Sparky says the backlash to the live-action features is reaching a boiling point, except for the fact that people keep going to see him. If anything, I would hope that the Lion King movie that was very successful, I would hope that people would be like, oh, well, they just did that. I don't want to go see that again at Christmas time. I'll go see the Hedgehog run around with Keanu Reeves on the big screen. And then I'll listen to Lion King 9 Mufasa the Hedgehog, you know, when I'm on the treadmill on Disney Plus, like a real American. Oh, God. Alright, I'll try this boss just this one more time, man. I think I'm finding a happy strategy with this jerk. He had a tricky little missile. Alright, Vector says you don't have to run away from the shockwave. There's a safe spot, so when he does this thing, I can just stand right next to his body. Right in the middle. I also might as well do that move. Yeah, Lorestream says calling it animated is sadly correct. It's not live action at all, because it's all talking animals, right? So is the only live action thing like surveillance footage of the desert that they filmed, you know, and then superimposed the animals? Vector was right. Alright, because that, I want to try one more time now that I know that I can stand next to it. Sparky says, adjusted for inflation, most of these films are still stomped by their originals. Wow. Snow White is still the most successful. Stanley thought the Lion King remake was real bad. Ghost of Burb has not seen any of the live-action Disney remakes. And it's not due to any particular bad reaction, just not for you. I did see Emma Watson's, what was it, Beauty and His Beast? I got through it. You could feel everyone in the audience tingling when they got to that song, Be Our Guest. It's like, oh, that's the one, Mom! Oh yeah, I should have stayed next to the boss. Well, Sparky explains that no more than one shot in that Lion King movie is actually live action. Everything else is animated. So all the savannas, rivers, and suns is all just a construction of DreamWorks animation. It's not DreamWorks. Maybe they outsourced. Ghost of Burb thinks maybe this part right here is the farthest that you've gotten again. I've at least beaten this. I've gotten to, I think, Thermal Base. But that level's tricky. Yeah, I'll probably keep playing this off-stream, get good enough at these later levels to continue the game, at least at some point. Dude, I'm getting wrecked. Is the other guy still in the game? He gone. But yeah. Rachel Ziegler's Snow White. I'll be there on day 1, night 1 with my tuxedo. I'll have a pin attached to my lapel near the corsage and boutonniere. And it's a picture, it'll have text that says, weird, and it'll have Rachel Zegler's infamous weird face that she made. When is this boss gonna make a move? Because when it comes to dating bosses, I always let them make the first move. Does it want me to... Is this another Cool Kids glitch? Wow, could I get hurt by the propellers? Oh yeah, he drops these bombs. I could beat this whole phase without taking damage, right? Oh boy. Wow, the way you explode into a bunch of feathers is so funny. And hey, what's up, Shocking Bolt? This game is neither a fan game or a ROM hack. It's a legit game that you can buy. It's an original IP. It did start life as a Sonic fan game, if you can't tell. Alright. So, let me send you guys to the wait... There's new content in the waiting zone starting today. It might not be right on a new thing when I send you over there, but we're going to get going with Sonic Adventure 2. As soon as I plug in the applicable wires. Sparky's taken off. Have a good time with your baby niece. Definitely field all of your baby niece's questions about the Crash 5 situation. Yeah, Shocking Bolt can see the Sonic essence in that spring. When you're spraying your Sonic. Wow, Ghostaburb says, Galaxy Trail, which is the developer of this very game, just posted a pic of a potential lilac Nendoroid. I'm gonna have to look up what a Nendoroid is after today's broadcast. But first, this. Alright, this particular thing is not a new song, but yeah, stick around long enough, you'll see and hear things, let me tell you. Sparky adds that Nendoroids are premium dolls for otaku. So is it like an otaku Funko Pop? Sparky says they're too expensive for him, though. Ghostaburb has a Shantae one. Yeah, detailed chibi figures. Cute mini versions of... yeah, Lorestream says Funkos ain't got shit on Neandroids. Nendoroids. Gary wonders what platform playing Sonic Adventure 2 on, and that will be Steam. Gabe Newell's own. Gabe Newell takes a big cut every time somebody buys Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam. That's why there's no Half-Life 3 yet. It's because too many people bought SA2 on Steam. Hey, Ultra Gameplays, how you doing, my man? Always great to have you join us. I'm just setting up Sonic Adventure 2. We're gonna get some Eggman A ranks, and maybe feed some Chow along the way. Maybe even throw Chow the distance, if that seems like the best way forward for certain outcomes. Don't hurt the Chow. Wackadude says, we gotta find a way to gamble casino. Well, that's more of a Sonic Adventure 1 thing, right? The casino that Video Game Donkey hilariously said is allowed to operate without regulation. This game uses the Sega Network platform, which provides developers with info on how their games are being played. If you activate this feature, your game will occasionally upload small amounts of data to analyze your gameplay experience. This can then help developers tailor their games to give you a better experience in the future. So are you telling me, Sega, that me playing Sonic Adventure 2 today is gonna inform the way that Sonic Frontiers 2 is developed? Well, then I better get those A ranks. Launching the game now. Wackadude is looking for the Genesis music playlist. I don't have the link in my pocket, but it is freely available on my channel. If you just go to my channel and then find the section that has the playlists, I'm 99.5% sure that it's a public playlist. So just go to the YouTube channel and go to playlists. And believe me, I've been adding to that, and we're going to sample a whole bunch of music this coming Wednesday at the Genesis Video Game Music Odyssey. Barry remembers hearing that there song in some of the music theory videos. Yep, it was definitely in the... And I'm going to be on camera shortly, but yeah, I do know at least it was in the video for Knuckles Chaotix. Alright, go grab your midstream soda, and I'll be on camera in no time to go for some A ranks. Yeah, I'm going to be playing a few Eggman levels and go for A ranks. And if any mod is looking for something to do in the next 15 seconds, you could change the category to Sonic Adventure 2, only if you wanted. Stanley wonders if I'm using an Xbox pad. No, I'm using a Switch controller, but I think the game's launcher thinks that it's an Xbox controller, but it still works.
Playtime is over. Here it comes. Here I go. Here I go.
you think you can beat me?
Recharge! Fire laser! Recharge! Fire rocket launcher!
On guard, Tails? How's this? You on guard, Tails? You're no match for me. On guard, Tails?
My machine has reached its limit! Sonic!
I am one with the Master Emerald.
I won't lose to the likes of you. Here I come! Hip drop! Shoot! Shoot!
Sonic Adventure 2. Third Bruno might get this game soon. We're just holding out hopes that it works on Windows 10 or 11.
No time for games. It's closer.
Let's go. Dr. Sater has this today. Sonic. Thank you for someone who changed the category. I can only hope that Sonic Adventure 2 Battle has more followers than Sonic Adventure 2, assuming that they're two different categories on Twitch. And yeah, Stanley was saying that JJ was having trouble using a Switch controller. And I did talk to JJ about that a little. I can't remember what we ended up touching base. Third Bruno says the title struggles have come to an end. What's that, the stream category? Yeah, so I've been, I think, just always using the first file. Vector Sader says, Carl's Jr. ad. I don't think I've ever been to a Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr., sometimes it's called Hardee's, depending on what region you're in. Yeah, Third Bruno was talking about the category, and is also wondering if Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam can be played with keyboard. I think it can, because I think that's the other option. Oh no, this is not what I want. That's the other option on the launcher when you choose your controller. So that's... I'm pretty sure you can use a keyboard. Alright. I think Iron Gate is the first one, right? Alright. So I'm going for an A rank. So I'm going to start this wager and say, will Alex get... So for this first attempt, I'm going to do B rank or better. Yes or no? Okay. And 2 minutes of bet has begun. So yeah, as I play this first playthrough, definitely, you know, feel free to, you know, critique my gameplay in terms of, you know, it's 25% of Sonic 3. You gotta think with a score mentality. What questions should you be asking yourself, right? And the biggest thing that I'm aware of is, of course, getting the biggest combo possible at every turn. Now, I guess I don't need to get the challenge. Yeah, no, I do want to go to the challenge. Alright, Third Bruno's got the documentation of intel. Noted and follow-upable. Vector says that Carl's Jr.'s ads have changed so much, they're not going with the gourmet, high-class burger anymore. What are they going with? They telling customers, come on, it takes too long to drive to McDonald's, just settle for us. I have no rings? Oh, but these levels have a health bar, that's right. Vector Sater says, nowadays, it's just big, juicy burgers. Yeah, do you go slower while aiming? Maybe not.
Level 3 security door breach.
Third Bruno just enjoyed a nice Subway sandwich. Yeah, I stopped going to Subway, you know, because their subs definitely get the job done. Until the price skyrocketed. You know, and how much higher is the price of a regular sub at Subway compared to 10 years ago, adjusting for inflation? I'm not really sure, but with the amount of food content you get, I can't justify the purchase anymore.
Level 4 security door breach.
Ghost of Burb supports Wawa subs. Yeah, I can't remember if I've been inside of Wawa, but that was a big novelty talking point at freshman orientation. Wait, what part of America are you from? Wait, you don't know about Wawa? They said to me. Well, I don't know about Wawa, but at least I knew that the water fountain at school is called a bubbler in the end. Bubbler? What the hell are you talking about, Alex? Freshman orientation. Like it was just yesterday.
Did you know that there are 15 animals hidden in this
15 animals? Is one of them a horse?
That hurts. I'm mad at you.
Or a duck?
I'm not going to help.
Ghost of Burb's recommendation? Shoot the Omachow. Teach it a lesson it'll never forget. That lasers speak louder than words. I gotta do something with this, don't I? I don't have to activate this, man? I'm wasting time. Good camera angle, the Get Smart bit. Oh, now I have to... What's this? Now am I supposed to activate it? What the hell was all that about? Ah, that's Eggman going full speed with the booster on the floor. Third Bruno wonders if this is the game that causes Omachow to be memed on. Yeah, I don't know. Is there Omachow... Does it have to do with Omachow abuse? Hey, I got a B. Wow. So at least I got my B. So Stanley picked up the first victory. Hey, I didn't have the key. Did I drop the key? Let's pay out Stanley's opening victory. Way to go. Alright, so what did I do wrong? I took some hits. You know, I wanted to go to the Chow Garden, so I guess I'll keep aspiring to get to the Chow Garden. Silver Silbe says, imagine if Eggy was playable since Sonic 1. Yeah, Sonic 1 Dark Story. Turn the critters into robots and find the emeralds. At the very least, that should be, you know, a fan game. Sonic 1 style gameplay. I wonder if you can play as Eggman in Sonic Classic Heroes. Well, Eggman is not playable in Sonic Heroes. Now 12 is the highest combo you can get, right? I love all these realistic George W. Bush fighter jets. Remember the classic propaganda footage clip of George W. Bush riding onto one of these things, getting off, showing the mission accomplished banner, and then continuing the mission for the rest of his presidency. Wackadude spotted Metal Harbor. How about that? Now, rings definitely contribute to points, right? Does this game have a ring bonus that's only for rings possessed by the end? Because if so, that's difficult. That assumes a no-hit approach, which is not a problem as a starting point, however. It's hard. There's not a sprint button in this game like in Frontiers and Lost World, right? I could just destroy these fighter jets with one bullet each. Eggman's got some serious tech. Now the mech that Tails uses... Did Eggman design that mech, or was that's gotta be Tails' mech, probably? Or was it a mech that he, like, stole the blueprints, you know what I meant, from Eggman's office? Alright, lost my rings, that's no good. Yeah, it would be something if getting these A ranks required a no-hit approach. It'd just be hard, I don't know. He did the laugh. Here's the problem. Too many targets to homing attack. Eggman's power is failing. Dr. Sater says, gasp, you mean they reuse assets in this game? How could they? Like in Sonic Frontiers? Oh yeah, these levels take place in Sonic's memory. So it is not only perfectly acceptable and fine, but necessary for us to reuse level design from Windmill Isle, or gameplay layouts, themes from, what was it, Sky Sanctuary from Generations. We're gonna die, man. Wow, Eggman accepts defeat. So does it wipe your score? There's probably not much until the end of the level, right? Bruno confirms the ouch. JJ says they're probably going to explain why Sonic sometimes plays shadow levels in Generations and Frontiers too. Did new news drop about a Shadow Generations level? Oh no, maybe I'm just thinking, who was it just before was saying that they were hoping for Sonic Adventure 1 stuff in Shadow Generations? Alright, I died, so I assume I have an E rank. So there's... yeah, total rings. I don't quite understand how the point system works. But alright.
Stage select.
So, I lost. Third Bruno's picking up the victory. Oh. Oh, I didn't, sorry, I didn't do a wager for that one. Alright, so let me do at least one more Eggman level, and then I'm going to try again on the first one that I did. So, I'm going to do Sand Ocean now. And the wager is for a B rank, and you have 2 minutes starting now. Sand Ocean. Sip. Have any modders made a mod that changes the sound effect of this homing attack laser? Because I would consider that mod.
You cannot open.
You cannot. Hold that thought, Oma Chow. There are things that need to explode. A lot of moving squares. Death sand as well. Can I make this jump? I'm nervous. Oh. I got an NBC Peacock. That's not where the Knuckles series is, right? No, that's Paramount Plus. Decisions. So far, I'm feeling like an A rank is possible. Look how fast I just maneuvered over that. You would think there would be a boost button of some kind, just to compensate for the relatively slow walking speed. Whoa, look at these Ocarina of Time pots. I don't think they give you score, though. So. As much as I'd like to linger and break some more. Oh, God. Ah, look at all the pots breaking. The sound effects. Love it. That was micro risky, but I have no regrets. There's not a whole lot of targets in this level. Whoa, that was intense. Stanley wonders, what does the battle DLC do in Steam? What, you talking about DLC for this here game? Yeah, is there a battle DLC? You can buy DLC for Sonic Adventure 2? I actually don't know. I forget what version this port was based on. Whether this was based on the GameCube battle or not. Alright, that didn't seem particularly effective. This route, it wasn't a I might get a B rank. But... Come on, baby. D. Not even close. Alright. Hey, what's up, Zach, the very lucky engine?
Stage select.
And sorry I missed it until now. Silver Sobe had said, what was the Master Emerald doing in this level in the intro cutscene? Yeah, I forget exactly what's happening in the story at this point. JJ says that, yeah, okay, so that DLC had the GameCube multiplayer stuff, and it was shady DLC. Yeah, what do you mean shady DLC? Like it had malware? Alright, so let me pay out this lost wager. And Third Bruno picking up the W on my L. You have Lore Stream to thank. Now I know why Lore Stream was displeased. Alright, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to do the first level, Iron Gate, and still the target score is going to be a B or better. So really I'm going for an A for the emblem and the accomplishment of it, but wager-wise, I'm still going for a B rank. So here we go. 2 minutes have begun. Alright, Silver Sobe's question is spoken to by Lorestream. Rouge stole it and Knuckles chased her to that location. And you don't actually see that happen in the cutscenes, but it's explained if you watch the story so far for Wild Canyon. Alright, opening things up with a dynamite combo.
Level 1 security door breach. Emergency formation. Intercept intruder.
Alright, I'm gonna leave the Omochao key alone. Challenge me.
Level 2 security door breach. Level 2 security door breach.
Alright, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait till I see how it goes. Oh, because I wanna let myself descend so I can get all these jerks in the same combo. That looked efficient. Now the door's gonna open. Ah, I see. Alright, so JJ says that this Steam port that I'm playing here is based on the GameCube port, but they took out that extra battle content so that they could sell it as DLC. Is this a dead end with the item? Come on, Ivo. Follow the game plan. I love jumping in this thing while doing a homing attack to increase your range. I don't know why it's fun to do.
Level 4 security door breach.
Lore stream is plussed. What did I do? This run seems like it's going alright. Now, is the solution to this, if I was really wanting to, like, blaze through this, would that involve jumping down and hovering and shooting the door open, you know, without the safety net of the floor beneath it, because the floor hasn't appeared yet?
Lock down final security door.
I also love that too. Locking onto a bunch of homing attacks while hovering down. That's fun. Alright, so let's hope that nothing goes bad. Do I have to activate the door close and only then the missile thing will kind of work? Alright, hey, if that's an A rank, I'll never get an A. If that's not an A rank, I don't know if I can... That went great. Most of the rings, I don't know if that's a great time. All right,
Now
there
you
it
know why
is.
I am
My
the
first
best.
Eggman A rank.
Stage
Yeah,
select.
baby. So not only is that better than a B, yeah, it's better than a B. All right, lore stream, you won, but no one bet against you. So I'll tell you what. Now I'll do the second level, the weapons bed, but this time the wager is for an A rank. Okay. So I already did this once, and I died mid-level, so I didn't really get a good sense of how well I did. Alright, but this is kind of tough to shoot for. A rank or better on the weapons bed. Let's give it a whirl. And this has a similar points combo system that's similar to Sonic Heroes, isn't it? Which is getting a big enough combo in a short amount enough of time. Third Bruno has the GG commendations for me because I got an A rank. Now, does breaking these boxes get me points? Keep it moving. Come on. Clear the debris.
Have you tried slow descents using hovering?
Not a bad idea. Come hither, you anime robots. This is a very efficient combat device. It's too bad this combat didn't carry over into any other games or spin-offs. I guess the fans didn't eat this up, per se. They want to fly around his tails, I don't blame them. So they should download the Sonic Frontiers DLC, where there's some flight ability with Tails from what I remember. Isn't there a weird sound effect? Moving. Jet plane. I couldn't even see, but I could tell I was locking onto targets. I love shooting down those surveillance cameras. That went good. I feel 3.5 minutes. Poop for rings. I guess I took too many hits.
Now you know why
Or maybe
I
not.
am the best.
Back-to-back A ranks. Hear me roar.
Stage select.
I was not expecting that per se, but you're damn right. EV Boy certifies the nice. Alright, Polar Wildcat Studios took the victory, but no one bet against me. Alas. Alright. Thank you for the good job. Commendation, Stanley. Alright, instead of doing the one that I did, why don't I go to the next one? Wonder how many levels he has total? Is it 5? So we got Cosmic Wall, and that's inside the base. Yeah, I'll do I like this level, I think. Wow, alright, so I've gotten a B rank before. So how about this? This is my first attempt on this level today, but despite that, I'm gonna go for an A rank in the wager. Alright, so 2 minutes have begun right now. Alright.
The gravity is very weak, so try to go up by hovering. Get to high places.
Get to high places. Alright, Ghost of Burbs heading to bed with an uncommon Tuesday work session tomorrow. Have a good one. And keep ceiling walking on the cage, oh Burbs. Awesome. Oh, continue going up. So I'm trying to pay attention. How many targets do you need to get perfect? I've seen that the most that you can get at once is 12. But I wonder if 11 or 10 will still nonetheless get you a perfect rainbow, 2,000 point bonus. I think these objects are in Shadow the Hedgehog, maybe? Alright, Lordstream thinks it's 11. Alright. Still, that's good to know. That if I get 11 targets, I should just go ahead and pull the trigger. Because I've already secured the top bonus. I don't know what the base score is for each target. Dude, when I hit those springs, see if I find another spring. Look at the way the mech's legs wiggle. It's like a baby running in midair when you toss a baby up in your arms and catch them for quick excitement. And they basically do what Sonic does in special stages, or just when Sonic's... Oh god. When Sonic's in mid-air, kind of running treadmill style almost. Yeah. Oh, he didn't do it. Maybe certain physics requirements for that to have happened. Is this a boost? Oh no, it's got a hover. You can play as Eggman since 2001. Is that at least 10? Is it 11? Extreme, almost, but not quite. Does the game want me to go down now? Yup. Rare manual aiming. 10er, but not an 11. Alright, at least the 10 is 1500. I know in Sonic Heroes it cuts it off at 1000. Right below the 2000. Onward, baby. Yeah, Lore Stream hates that you can get hit here. Very perilous. This seems to be going well, though, as a run overall. Aspiring for an A rank. It's cool that you can, you know, let go of the hover, but then activate it again. Kind of botched up that combo, but oh well. Just gonna go all the way across. Here we go. Yeah, as Lore Stream had pointed out, you take but one hit. The combo that you're building up is overridden. Yeah, and you got no way of going back on that rail segment. I assume that rail segment inspired the rail content in Shadow 05. Alright, I'm in danger of dying some of these rings. I gotta play in survival mode, baby. Do these things even attack, man? They got more than one target that accepts damage. Like, there's no speedier... Oh! Unforced error. Wow. Staying alive. Barely any health. Falling off of cliffs. And yeah, as JJ says, if you die, your score gets wiped. So I better not die. I got at least a little more breathing room. I got like 51k. That seems like a good score, but I can't remember what the standard of a solid score is in this very game. I would like some more rings, though. Okay, I should have gotten a little more height. But that's alright. For floating meteors. Damn it. Hey, no run is a waste. It's valuable intel. But I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm as sad as Eevee Boy. Come on. Da, 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 da. Alright, so yeah, I'm thinking I'll do one more level after this one. And then we'll take a look at today's music request. Good jammin'. It's a pretty long level, huh? This must have inspired the long, space-bound levels in Shadow 05. And hello to Luna Alex over on YouTube. Great name. I support Luna Lovegood. And Alex. What's up? Oh yeah, and Eevee Boy. So Eevee Boy, yeah, won this weekend's kart competition. And the prize was, yeah, 5,000 points. Okay? So the way that works, Eevee Boy, I don't actually technically have a way of, like, adding points to your account balance. But the way it works is that I now have that on file, that you got a voucher for 5,000 points. So pretty much the way that's going to work is, what I'll do soon is I'm going to make a channel points mart thing that says ring the golden bell. And really all that means, ring the golden bell. It's like a micro Dark Souls reference, but all that means is that's if you ring the golden bell, you buy that unit, that means you have today's song request. And maybe it's a little bit hard for me to explain right now, but I will customize the amount in the mart to reflect those points that you scored by winning handily in this weekend's SRB2 kart competition. So nice job on that once again. Alright, I did not get an A rank, so third Bruno is picking up some points, let me tell you. Alright, so I'm going to do one more level, the one that I haven't done. And this time, because this is late game and it's, you know, harder level, I'm going to aim for a C rank or better. Alright, so yeah. Yup, Eevee Boy, I got it on file. So yeah, on the day that you wanna do a song request, Eevee Boy, all you have to do is buy the channel mart thing that says ring the golden bell, and I'll take care of the rest. I'll tell you what to do next. Now, it was this level that I got the footage of running around as Maria. And that was, I also included a Keanu Reeves teaser by putting a picture of his Matrix appearance, Matrix 4 specifically, make it as modern as possible. And even as I did that, I'm like, there's a chance that it's actually not Keanu, because it's not technically confirmed yet. But I was accepting of that possibility. I was like, I'm not centering the entire video about it. It's not going to make the video obsolete. At a worst case scenario, it'll just be a fun Easter egg of, remember when we thought it was going to be Keanu? But it actually is going to be Keanu. All signs point to that. To be hyper super confirmed tomorrow. And yeah, I will assume that they're going to make, the way they did a Knuckles series, they're going to do a Shadow series, voiced by Keanu, but most of the story and dialogue will be focusing on the human character that tags along with Shadow. And I figured the best, most sensible, prediction of who's going to be, the Wade-style human important character in the Shadow show, I would think probably Kristen Shaw. Nice. Eevee Boy says, yeah, I suppose that the proposition of a prize ignited your drive. Get it? I get it. Whoa, Stanley says the Sonic Movie 3 got delayed in the UK by 1 week. So does that mean it will be premiering after Jesus Christ's birthday on the 25th of December? Because the regular day is the 20th, right? Jesus was born on the 20th. Well, he wasn't actually born on the 25th, but that's when Christmas is basically Jesus' birthday, observed in parentheses. Oh. Hey, what's going on, Big Rob? Welcome to the Alex Yard Zone. I'm getting wrecked as Eggman. Alright, Stanley says it comes out on the 26th in the UK. Yeah, you let it go too long, it runs out. I wish there was some kind of indicator or timer about how much longer you have before your prospective combo will be kind of let go. Oh, I saw Big. Did you see Big the cat sitting on the wall? Are you flipping? Now I gotta go all the way back down. What a piece of crap thing. Why does it allow you to go back down? Big Rob says, we play in Sonic Adventure 2, boss. And yeah, you're wondering what version this is? This is, of course, the Steam version, which I learned today is based on the GameCube Battle version, but with the battle stuff removed, per se, so that it could be, excuse me, peddled as DLC. This is Kino. I hope they adapt this tunnel silo room in the movie. Do you guys think the movie is behind schedule? You think they're currently, as we speak, scrambling to do the digital effects for, you know, explosions and Shadow drinking a margarita on the beach, because that'll somehow be involved in the movie? There's Big again.
Break it with the missile. There should be a missile around here.
You know, right behind you. I really hate that the camera automatically snaps like that. When the game explicitly wants you to be going back like this. You want me to go toward the camera by default? By the way, I've been wanting to do a spiral wager on the air. I was doing those a whole lot in the lead up to the spiral video, but it'd be good to revisit those spiral wagers. Maybe as a Monday opener next week. Wow, rank C? Was that what I went for? C or better? Yeah. Too bad no real points were on the line, but at least I can finish by beefing up my chow at least a little bit. I got my C rank. How's it going, McMark? Singing that to the tune with notes. How are you? Is this music different? Well, I recognize it. I don't remember hearing that music in the lobby. That's not even a chow. Oh, I shouldn't be giving these out willy-nilly. Where's the guy? Yeah, here's one. No, not him. I have one with bunny ears, but he might be busy at school, you know? He's sleeping. Leave him alone. Okay, EV Boy says that music takes a minute to kick in. That would explain that. Alright, I'm just gonna feed it to this guy. Not feed, but what would that make his run power? Yeah, everyone could use some run power. This guy is getting all the benefits today. And now he's leveled up. What is Eggman saying when he picks up these things? Unusual. Unusual. Listen. Eevee Boy doesn't like Chow because it's such a grind. And remind me, did you get all the emblems, including the Chow emblems? Oh yeah, you have to just hold it in front of the Chow and they will naturally grab it. It's surprising there's not, you know, any kind of UI or just streamlined method of distributing these chaos drives, but I don't really mind. It's kind of just a soothing, tedious task that becomes soothing in its tedium. Unusual. Unusual. Eggman can jump. He's got Michael Jordan ups. Probably got little hard-to-see rocket boosters under his highly technological feet. Should at least pet these guys goodbye. Yosh? Is that Japanese for Yoshi? You know, I've played so many levels, it's possible that my Chow have finished their studies. Alright, Vector says maybe one of the drives didn't go through. Alright, I'll circle back before I leave. McMark has note preferences. And hey, what's up, Yoshi the Oreo? How's it going? Yeah, Eevee Boy says his Japanese grunts were kept in the... Alright, so they are... So that yo... Is that what... If you're in Japan and someone lifts up a heavy box, would they say yo? And then, is this Tomoko Sasaki singing? Oh yeah, I trained them for drawing. So now... Now, are they going to draw on the walls of the garden? Alright, cool. Vector confirms that the drive was consumed. Yeah, Yoshi loved this game, while pointing out that the Chow Garden stuff was no easy task. Eevee Boy says that the Chow emblem in Adventure 1 is the only one you have left to get. Hours of grinding and you're still not close. Ah, my sympathies. My sympathies. Alright. Yoshi had this one cool Shadow Chow that was really good at most races and was trying to off itself when you entered the garden to reset its stats. I hope you intervened.
Stage select.
With not a confrontation, but a carefrontation. Alright, let's hop over to the zone for Stanley's song request. From the musical mind of the real Stanley 64. McMark has not listened to the Sonic 3 special stages in some time. You mean Blue Sphere? You know, it was funny, in my most recently published video, I did include the Blue Spheres, and I was actually able to credit the composer. Because Blue Sphere is one of the rare Sonic 3 tracks examples where we actually do know who the composer is. And as many of you know, the reason why we know the Blue Sphere composer is because Blue Sphere was first initially composed for either Sega Sonic the Hedgehog or Sega Sonic Bros. One of those arcade games, I believe. But I'm sure someone here has the precise details. Alright, so I'm looking up Stanley's request. Let me hop over to Angel Island, where everything makes sense at times. Certainly today.
Here's to fall favorites.
Alright, pretty soon you're gonna hear it, man. Alright, take a listen. I can hear that. This sounds like a Cuphead lounge. Alright, so Stanley drops the hint that this is from a PlayStation 1 game, specifically. Get rid of the game audio. And any takers? Vector says Klonoa. It's not Klonoa. Mick Mark was, of course, talking about the pinball and gumball music. Do 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 do. That one. Vector Sader is getting a Capcom vibe. Yoshi's getting the vibe of the soundtrack from This House Has People in It. Is that a Hulu original? I've never heard of it. I figured if I'd never heard of it, it could be a Hulu original, because they have those. Yeah, now JJ's getting the Donkey Kong vibe. I can absolutely hear that. Most definitely. Today's footage by MG Legit. Wow, I'm seeing some familiar sights in this gameplay. I won't pull it up just yet. EB Boy says Bubsy 3D, not a bad guess. It isn't that, but that's not a bad guess. Did they announce a Bubsy repack collection or something? Every morning, the first thing I do before I brush my teeth is check to see if Pac-Man World 1 repack is on sale on Steam. Attribution, where are you? Wow, EB Boy says it's on sale pretty often. Yeah, I can't shake $30. That's the regular price, but if it was $10, I think I would pull the trigger. JJ wonders if by any chance this is Tom and Jerry. It's not Tom and Jerry. So I'll give Stanley the option. Should I do the gameplay reveal, or do you want to give a hint that's like a much bigger hint that, you know, some people are bound to figure it out, but it's still a matter of who does first, for the same bragging rights that you would earn when you pop into stream first and say, first. Alright, Stanley has a major hint. It's made by Nick, as in Nickelodeon. The fuel of my childhood. Vector says Rugrats. Here come the Nickelodeon guesses. Yoshi had said Toy Story, but now we've established the Nickelodeon banner. Think about it. Which Nick character has video games? Because there's not that many, right? Eevee Boy said SpongeBob Super Sponge. Alright, so specifically it's Super Sponge. Let's go! So I have played Battle for Bikini Bottom, but not Super Sponge. Check out these PS1 graphics, bruh. Doesn't this look exactly like, what is it, Earthworm Jim? Like to a T? That level with the amazing music? Wow, does this have the Rayman mechanics? Do you walk up the wall and ceiling, or is that just... Never mind. Oh wow, it has like a sort of pseudo 3D effect. Kind of like that one part in Triple Trouble 16, Atomic Destroyer. JJ says, is this a GBA? It's not GBA, but it is PlayStation 1. Nice. Third Bruno has fond memories of playing The Curse of the Flying Dutchman on PS2 back in the day. Hell yeah. Eevee Boy says, this does look well made. Yeah, I'm really impressed, like, by the perspective. When Sponge-Man jumps, you can see the ground in relative perspective. That's cool. Vector doesn't think it's pseudo 3D. Vector's ready to call it true 3D. While coping with another Carl's Jr. and Hardee's advertisement. Does it at least say Carl's Jr. and Hardee's? Or is it only the Carl's Jr. branding? Yeah, this is like the Cuphead level with Ribby and Croaks. Everyone's smoking cigarettes inside that restaurant. Wow, this has text lore? Vector says just Carl's, because Twitch knows where Vector is at. Which will, of course, also determine whether you get ads or not for Jack in the Box. I don't have Jack in the Box in my neighborhood. Yeah, Yoshi had said, someone definitely played the Earthworm Jim level, what the heck, religiously. And it shows. But they did them one better. Wow, you dropped the spatulas just like rings. Collectible spatulas. Floating in midair in this underground lava cavern, I guess. Eevee Boy never played this much because when Eevee Boy got a PS1, no memory card involved. I like how SpongeBob is maniacally smiling at all times, even when the boss comes in, crashes into him, does damage. Spongy is undeterred. Now, is Tom Kenny's voice in this game? And if not, how much was the licensing that they chose not to pay? Vector wonders if anyone here has played the Hercules PSX game. You had blocked playing it from your memory until now, elaborating that that game was just... ugh. Was it 2D? Yoshi says, oh my god, it even has an ammo counter. Is that another Earthworm Jim trope? Look at these classic loading screen title card designs. That's the thing where you see art like that when it says one eternity later. See if I can figure out the chords. This is a 1 chord. No, I can't tell. But I hope McMark heard that tritone just now. Yoshi confirms that the ammo counter is yet another Earthworm Jim carryover. You guys seen the movie The Holdovers? It's nothing to rush and make a point of seeing. If it's an option, consider it, but don't make any deliberate going out of your way effort to watch The Holdovers with Paul Giamatti. It's nothing special. Hey, but for what it's worth, Lore Stream says it's a great film. Yeah, and I definitely wouldn't say it's bad at all. Definitely not. I wouldn't, but I don't know. I guess it was kind of presented as this, like, I really liked the movie Nebraska by Alexander Payne, and I was disappointed in Holdovers by comparison. I would say watch Nebraska. It's a good movie. Yeah, Yoshi is getting vibes of Ren and Stimpy on Genesis, and I wonder if the specific one you're thinking of is Ren and Stimpy Stimpy's Revenge, because that was an iconic game in my childhood Genesis library. And actually, some music from that Stimpy's Invention game almost made it into this week's video. I guess last week. My newest video, you know, the special report. In an earlier phase of development, that did have a really great song from Stimpy's Invention on Genesis. Yeah, Vector Sater doesn't typically expose himself to bad video games like Hercules, but the PlayStation was something else. You had a bigger tolerance for shovelware, if that's the right word. Alright, Vector adds the clarification for anyone looking it up in an alphabetical archive. It is, of course, Disney's Hercules. Does SpongeBob have some kind of refrigerator jetpack? But more importantly, Stanley, have you 100%ed in this game? And if not, what's the holdup? Alright, Stanley is 100% of this. Is it just collectibles, or do you have to get... Does this have, like, some kind of, score tally? You beat one level, you get a rank for that level. Yeah, the 3D effect is damn cool, I gotta say. Now I know where Metroid Dread got the idea. I'm just kidding for those of you playing at home. And hello, Casey Roleplayers. Yeah, JJ says, it's crazy how some shovelware gains more notoriety than others. A shovelware, if this was, trivia for $1 million and I had to come up with my best answer, I would say shovelware is just games that are they're put together quickly, rushed out the door to make a quick buck, maybe on the merits of, the license. Yeah, low budget, poor quality video games, while released in the hopes of being purchased by unsuspecting customers. Once you get the money for the purchase, the developer has succeeded. Alright, Stanley says that it is indeed level-based. There's no score, no points. Just, collectible tallies? You have to find the Scallop Bra? Is this rated T for awesome? Yoshi, though, would rather play E.T. than the shovelware of today. Alright, should I just let the gameplay continue rather than... you don't play as Sandy, do you? Is this like Sonic 06, Switch to Tails? Wow, Stanley says, this game came out in 2001. And I think that's the year that Sonic Adventure 2 came out. 2001, a different time. I was graduating from 8th grade in 2001. And I remember thinking like, oh, I just missed it. I could have been class of 2000. I missed it by 1 year. I was like, all right, I'm going to graduate next year and have 01, messy, boring number. It could have been 2000. Whatever. What was I gaming with in 2001? I guess that was the year I got the GameCube. I wonder what was my video game diet in that last year, I guess you could say, of the N64, leading up to the GameCube's release. Evie Boy says, you remember the towers. Which towers we talking about? Oh, yeah, right. Well, of course, that too. That was going on that year. Stanley reports that this game targets 60 FPS. So do I need to seek out the Digital Foundry analysis of which situations cause the frame rate to dip? And also, what's the best PC specs to get the most out of this game? Why does this player keep going to get the spatulas and in the course lose spatulas? Yeah, Evie Boy, points out, I think you're right about, Conquer coming out in 2001, Twilight of the console. And of course, Perfect Dark might have been 2000, but it was still very late in the game, the console's life cycle. Evie Boy pointing out that Paper Mario, OG Paper Mario, carving out a new carve-out since they lost, Square Enix's participation. This player is making it a very big priority to get back the spatulas. If you don't get enough spatulas, does SpongeBob get tied to an electric pole? Stanley has tips for better frame rates. JJ gives the shout out to Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, Dreamcast was still a thing in 01. Kelpozoic Jungle, baby. So yeah, we'll jam to this for a couple more minutes, and then we'll glimpse at whatever there is to glimpse about Sonic Movie 3 to get hyped for tomorrow's drop. If the Movie 3 trailer comes out tomorrow, I'll call in sick from work and do a 5-hour analysis stream, and I'm just kidding. So yeah, this week's soundtrack of the week, well, I shouldn't give it away on the air. Let's just say that the soundtrack of the week is featured in the Waiting Zone now. Today was an update to the Waiting Zone music and visuals in places, so be on the lookout for good tunes. And right after this stream, I'm gonna post the soundtrack of the week over on the Discord patron server. Yeah, with the movie coming out tomorrow, it looks like JJ could be reacting to the trailer on his stream. Same bat channel, you guys know JJ's schedule. He streams when I don't. It works out. You always got good Sonic vibes available most days of the week. Often Sonic, at least. Evie Boy doesn't think Nintendo made it back to be involved in third parties to a widespread degree after SE, it's at Silicon Eites, not until the Switch, you'd say. No, who's SE? And yeah, Yoshi's wondering about the Sonic movie. It's still scheduled for December 20, but they have teased that the trailer's coming out tomorrow, in fact. Ah, yes, Square Enix. Yeah, Square Enix. Yeah, EB Boy is saying Nintendo didn't really make it back to be involved in third parties. At least they had Rareware, but then Rareware left. Yeah, and I think that, you know, as much of a masterpiece as a lot of Rareware games are, it's like, when you let your creative teams have total freedom, that has pluses and minuses. The pluses is that it can lead to one-of-a-kind, unconstrained masterpieces like Banjo-Kazooie. But it can also lead to weird, bizarre oddities like some of the narrative and presentation choices in Perfect Dark kind of being out there. I totally believe people, though, that gameplay-wise and mechanically, that Perfect Dark is superior to GoldenEye, but I really didn't give a hoot's fly about the story of Perfect Dark. Couldn't understand it. I don't know what my point is. I'll shut up for at least 5.5 seconds. EB Boy might have to take a hibernation from the stream if the trailers are coming out soon. I think I maybe heard 9 Eastern tomorrow morning. Am I imagining that? Did I see 9 ET for the trailer drop tomorrow? Yeah, so Casey Roleplay says, you're going to see the movie anyway, so you might just skip the trailer because of spoilers. And you're saying if it's just retelling SA2, there won't be much to spoil. I mean, even if this has plenty of SA2, I do still regard it as a spoiler to see, like, which aspects of Sonic Adventure 2 will be portrayed. So, I think what I'm gonna do for the movie trailer, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think because I was so burned by movie 2, that I am less faithy this time around, so that, like, if the movie was going to be great and epic and awesome and funny, then I would not want to watch the trailer. But if it's not going to be that good, if I don't trust those movie makers anymore, then that would give me a reason that I would watch the trailer. But even then, the fact that Jim Carrey's coming back indirectly indicates that the script is good. Because if it wasn't, Jim Carrey would not be reprising his role as Eggman. So, I might watch it once, very late at night, in hopes that, you know, I get that first glimpse, but then that's it. And I might even look away from certain scenes, you know, just to show individual locations. For me and a lot of people, that's a big spoiler. And it's not like the trailer is wrong to include it, just that me and many others regard that as a big thunder-stealing kind of component to movie hype. Yeah, EB Boy doesn't even bother with trailers these days because they show too much, and then people complain about already seeing most of it beforehand. Yeah, I have to wonder how much the Sonic Movie 2 trailers included. Even just a fleeting glimpse of something that happens in the last act, I really don't like that, because it's like the entire movie, it breaks the immersion if you like, alright, well I know everyone's gonna be fine in this sticky situation halfway through the movie because everyone has to make it to that scene that I saw in the trailer on TV. Yeah, Vector says you'll see the first trailer, and if nothing else, and nothing else if you care. Alright, so Vector's protocol, if Vector cares about the movie, he just watches the first trailer. And that's it. But if Vector doesn't care, just gobble it all up. EB Boy predicts they'll put the ending in the trailers before December. Yeah, I remember it was one of the Spider-Man movie reboots, I guess, that they released so much footage in the lead-up, including complete scenes, and it was like 25 minutes worth of movie content available in total. That is nuts. Stanley cautions everyone that this SpongeBob game is really short. Is this the ending cutscene? Yoshi has a bit about what they might as well show. Hector says that's another aspect. Yeah, even if you don't spoil, leaks will happen. Yeah, I think I glimpsed at some leaks, but not all of them. You know, I won't give even an ounce of a spoiler, but a while back when some storyboards leaked, I was like, alright, since I'm a little bit burned with Sonic movies and I'm not as epically invested, let me glimpse at the storyboard descriptions. So I started to, but when I saw what was in there, I was like, well, this is actually pretty cool. It turns out I'm not going to look, so I didn't look at all that much of it. You boys seen too much of Shadow Generations. Yeah, Shadow Generations is something I've decided to just look at everything. Because I don't have a lot of personal hype or anticipation for Shadow Gens. I'm just enjoying the press festival of everything that's been dropped. Yeah, Vector says if it's like the whole plot or a significant plot twist, it makes up a major reason to watch the film, then you get upset, as would I. Bam Quazam's in the house to say, Alex, did you see that new collector edition of Shadow Gens? Wow, Sonic and Shadow standing on a Dreamcast. Maybe I missed that, but I did at least glimpse, yeah, that like $250 collector's edition with the massive, a big old box. I don't know if there's life-size plushies or cardboard cutouts inside, but Vector says people hate on Terminator Genesis, but having watched the film once, it's not as terrible as it's made out to be. But dude, having a big plot twist spoiled in the trailer definitely ruined things. Yeah, I'm trying to think of an example of something like that. It was something significant that probably should not have been showed in the trailers. Alright, so yeah, as I pull up a little bit of movie hype, I want to thank Serious Sam Stanley64 for today's Good Vibes Sponge music. Thank you as always. Vector says, the trailer should have just left it at it's Terminator 1, but something different this time. And yeah, JJ wonders if JJ should make a personal deadline to finish the version of Assure the Glitch for Sage by the 4th next week and let me play it early. Well, I would definitely be open to playing it early, but like, if there's gonna be 3 levels, and you're only able to share 2 that you could just share now, I don't know exactly how that looks at this point, but yeah, I would say don't move Heaven and Earth to make, but if there's anything that's just gonna be playable, I would absolutely play it before Sage kicks off. Third Bruno laments that Kingdom Hearts 3's trailers revealed way too much. And granted, one plot point they basically revealed mostly seemed like it was written in to hype up the game, so there's that. EB Boy cautions people that the new Alien was spoiled by the trailers. But alright, let me hop over to the Sonic Stadium. Because I'm sure they can send me to the relevant places. Nice, JJ's working through his list of bosses rather quickly. That's encouraging. Alright, so we'll look at a couple of things. I'm just opening the tabs now. Wow, I'm seeing a headline on Sonic Stadium that says that there's a Genesis port of Sonic CD that's called MD Sonic, as in Mega Drive. So is it like a devolved version of Sonic CD that's like simplified enough that it can actually, play on a Genesis? It's kind of funny. Alright. Here comes the stadium. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see those projections and billboards that they've been projecting onto buildings. But yeah, let's see what this little tidbit is. I have not seen this 30-second thing. So I just gotta pause the music. But thank you again, Stanley. Great tune. Alright, what do you got, Paramount? It's official, something big coming tomorrow. Yeah, so there's those projections on buildings, you know? Wow, these projections are so specific that they say tomorrow. So they're customized for today. Oh, it's great. People taking pics. Now that Eggman logo, I love it. Is that from SA2? That logo. Is that like on boxes or something? Yeah, I guess I thought there was going to be a Keanu-related tidbit in this, but I don't think I spotted anything. And how's it going, Scotty? All right, let's see what caption Paramount Australia added. Ready for this? Oh. Never mind. Oh, it was just that. It's official. Something big is coming tomorrow. Interesting that it would be the Australian subsidiary of Paramount to drop that. It has been progressively harder and harder for Paramount to keep this film under wraps with everything leaking. All right. I think the other story is just the images. Wow, so it's in Japan, US, and of course Germany that all these projections are showing up, you know. Now, Scotty the Third says, new TV spot with Eggman and Shadow. Is that on YouTube yet? Because I can pull that up right now. Yeah, I think this is just more of the big billboards. I love that image of Sonic. Does anyone recognize that? Is that new for this movie? It's a cool... Oh, actually, now I'm looking at it, I'm realizing that type of smile is very based on the movie design, so that makes sense. It's not from a game. Yeah, Casey says, oh, is that the curved 3D billboard? Yeah, I don't know if it's curved 3D. These do look awesome, though, I gotta say. Germany and everything. All right. Let me see if I can find that word going around that there's a TV commercial for Sonic 3. All right, yeah. I mean, I don't want to pull this up. I did find something posted an hour ago, but if it's a leak, yeah, I don't know, Scotty, if it's a leak, the thing that you're mentioning. I won't pull up any leaked stuff since I kind of want to only focus on official stuff, so keep it technically spoiler-free. But yeah. I'm sure we'll have a lot to overanalyze real soon, everybody. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for today's broadcast. So I want to thank you all for hanging out. And I want to recommend that you get, a thorough night's sleep. Because, dude, the trailer's coming out tomorrow. So yeah, let me just get some music to play us out. All right, I'll tell you what. The good night music is going to be a secret. I'm not going to tell you what this is, but right after... So this is actually music from the soundtrack of the week. And I'm going to post the soundtrack of the week on Discord right after this. But yeah, get a taste of this, man. This is good stuff right here.
Your future is at
Not
your
this.
fingertips. Take advantage of the flexibility and diversity of futures trading with Ninja Trader.
All right, JJ says it's not just an indie direct, but a partner one too. So that eliminates any possible hope for a partner. Sorry, for Metroid Prime 2 and 3 re-releases. So yeah, this is your good night tunes. I'll reveal the soundtrack of the week over on Discord. But yeah, on Wednesday, we're going to have first to 7 time stones competition. It's going to be great. And what did I select for the opener? The opener is, of course, Team Sonic Racing. That'll be good. I haven't played that on stream in a while. I love this beat. So yeah, I want to thank you all for hanging out. Have yourself a great rest of the night. I'll see you on Wednesday. Eevee Boy is going to cash in his 5,000 points, channel points prize in due time, I'm sure. So yeah, Vector Satyr, I'll see you later. Wackadude, have a good one. JJ, happy developing and programming of Ashura. Jack Griffith, thanks for popping in with the GG. Casey Roleplays, Scotty the Third Bruno, back-to-back thirds. Who's the third? EB Boy, Real Stanley, thanks for the song request. And if Bam Kuzam's still here. Take it easy, everybody. Tip of the tea kettle, good evening from JJ. I'll see you Wednesday, third Bruno. Casey Roleplays, take care as well. Tomorrow, we get the first debut trailer of Eggman, played by Jim Carrey. Will he have a fat suit, fat look? All will be revealed tomorrow, and I can't wait. Bye for now, and see you on the Discord. This has been Alex Yard, WAYZ 91.3. Turn it up, tell your pals. And get here first and foremost if you want to scoop up the song request.